Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpogaming and another first Descendant video.
Another one.
That's right, we're back at it again, and today we're finally getting after the Clairvoyance, and I'm going to show you how you can unlock it right here, right now. Let's go! Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Let's get started with today's video. In order to get this cool weapon, we're going to have to get out through 4 different parts. First off, we're going to have to go after the synctyum blueprint, polymer synctyum, the synthetic fiber, the nanotubes, and last but not least, we're going to get after the blueprints. I'm going to show you the best ways and, of course, the percentages. So for the polymer synctyum, you have quite a few options that you can do right here. Some on common, some on hard. And they're all intercept battles. So if you don't like intercept battles, well, you're going to have to get used to it, because that's what we're going to have to do for the first one. And Morpheus pattern number 95 will have us facing off against the Swamp Walker with a very high % drop chance, at least on paper. Next up, we have another intercept battle for Morpheus pattern number 57. Now, this one is going to be a little bit easier to grind, in my opinion. Over here at the Magister Lab, you can get after a couple of different parts, as well as the one we're looking for with the Morpheus pattern number 57. It has a very good high drop chance with 32%. You're going to have to face off against the Executioner, though. So it's your choice if you want to face the Swamp Walker or you want to face off against this guy. Just my preference, they pretty much have the same drop rate chance for both of these intercept battles on hard mode. It's kind of easy to grind this one out. I think it dropped in about 5 or 7 tries. It wasn't too bad of a grind to get this to drop, right? And just like that, you'll have yourself the Clairvoyance polymer synctyum blueprint. Moving on, we're going to need that synthetic fiber. And for the synthetic fiber, we have a couple intercept battles again. We have 1, 2 on common, and 2 that's going to be on hard. One of them avoid fusion. So a little bit of variety right here. For Morpheus pattern 106, we're going to have to face off against the hard obstructor, which isn't too bad of a form. And then next we have a Morpheus pattern number 39 with only a 6% drop chance against a regular pyromaniac, right? And then we have another intercept battle, and this one will have us facing off against a regular devourer. So it's totally up to you. Now, I was farming for sharing code and had a ton of Morpheus patterns number 30. So I decided to just bust them all out, you know what I mean? And I got this to drop with a very low drop chance, but it did happen. I don't know how many of these I did. I would say maybe about 11 of these, and then I got this to drop. So I did have to do quite a few of them, but it is easy to do this on normal. You can do this on solo, and yeah, you know, you have plenty of ways to get this to drop. It can drop from the normal, but it's probably a little bit easier to get after it on hard. All right, now for the nanotubes, there are quite a few options for us to do. Right, so we have some void fusion reactors that we're going to have to do. If you don't like void fusion reactors, you're going to have to get used to it. I personally don't, but I have to get after it. So over here for Morpheus pattern number 92, you're going to have to grind that out, and you know, it's a low drop chance for you to get that to drop, and then 32% for the nanotubes. Same thing over here, we have a Morpheus pattern number 41. Same thing, you have to grind it out to get that to drop, and this one's going to have a low drop chance of 6, but like I said before, I did get one on 6, so it is possible. Then over here for the hard mode, Morpheus pattern number 110, and this one, of course, you're going to have to grind it out to get that to drop, and then you have a 32% drop chance on paper. And then last but not least, we have a Morpheus pattern number 60. Once again, you're going to have to come over here, grind that out, get that to drop, and yes, 32%. So on paper, a lot of these are rather almost the same, except for the low 6% drop chance, but I did get that to drop on normal. Not saying that's impossible, but I came over here and did this one to get this to drop with a Morpheus pattern number 60. Totally just a preference over here. I was just getting some of these to form it out. And yeah, I got this to drop. I think it was on my 3rd try, so it wasn't too hard to get that one. All right, last but not least, we have the blueprint. Now for the blueprint, we have some intercept battles, and we also have some void fusion reactors, right? Now all of these are going to be on hard. So let's get after it, my dude. For amorphous pattern number 58, we need to head over here to the Slumber Valley. It's going to be rather easy to grind these out. I believe the mission take about 7 or 8 minutes, and you'll get this to drop easy peasy as far as the code. And there are also some good stuff that you can get over here as well. For amorphous pattern number 13, you can head over here to the forward base. Once again, you have to grind that out, and you're going to need a sharing because it's an additional reward. Going to be a little bit more grindy to get, but you do have a higher % chance to get that to drop. Not saying it's impossible, it's going to be a little bit more grindier. Same thing for amorphous pattern number 99 in the White Knight Ghost. If you come over here, you'll see you're going to need a sharing because it's going to drop as additional rewards. So pretty good stuff over here as well. You can get after some of the ultimate bunny parts too. So it is totally up to you. But I came over here to the Echo Swamp. Now over here to the Echo Swamp to Seed Vault. Over here you also have a 10% drop chance for the blueprint, and you have other stuff that you can get as well. Now I decided to go this route, and I got this to drop, I would say about 7 or 8 tries. It wasn't too bad to get the blueprints and then to come over here to get this to drop. So GG's, my dude. Totally up to you how you want to get after it. I thought it was a little bit more easier to get after it this way, and I got the blueprint to drop. Now after you finally have all of your parts, it will take 2 hours for each part and 50,000 credits. I do believe it's 8 hours and 100,000 credits to craft the Clairvoyance. And after you finish finally crafting this bad boy, we can finally check it out. We're going to look at the perks, we're going to see how good this is, and I had a lot of fun with it, I'm not going to lie. And it comes with one special unique ability. Let's go over it. It's called the Thing Beyond. Hitting an enemy with a stage 2 beam inflicts void gaze on the target. Hitting an enemy with a stage 3 beam inflicts impalling calling. Basically, you inflict frostbite on enemies. So it's just a frost weapon. Anything that doesn't like frost, they're not gonna like this weapon. It is a lot of fun to play with, and it does take a little bit of time to inflict that frost, but it does happen. And when you do, you can kind of freeze enemies, which is pretty cool, and you slow them down as well. It does some pretty good damage. So all in all, I had a really good time playing with this weapon, and I will be modding this one up for sure. So if you're looking for a really cool weapon to play with, one that inflicts a lot of frost damage, the Clairvoyance is definitely one you should get after. It's a lot of fun, and it's not too hard of a grind. That's how you're going to get it right here in the first Descendant. But for right now, that's pretty much going to for the video. Hope you truly enjoyed it. As always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe right here at Karpo, load a wide variety of videos ranging from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.